welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is day 24 of Empower. So I've been thinking about how do how do I find my true north and follow it? And how do I feel what's right for me, and how do I know when I'm trying to adapt to the needs of others around me, or when I truly follow the feeling within me that is my joy or my connection or my expression of me. And somebody was saying the other day that they were 99% sure about something, and there was 1% that was a little bit niggly about it, something. And I was saying, don't whitewash yourself. That 1% is where the magic is. That's where the depth of that slight adjustment of space or of distance or um, of whatever it is, that really fine sense of I'm not quite right, or oh, now that that's met, now this is right. So don't whitewash yourself. Find the thing and the way that really suits you, in connection and harmony with the people around you, of course. And yeah, find that sense of, yeah, settle in the environment you're in, connection in the environment you're in. So today, I have no real idea of what we're going to do. We're going to start on the floor and we're going to see. Um, I really loved Empower, that sense of the intention lying on my side. I still haven't drawn anything this month, but I have this feeling that I'm building towards it, and I'm planting seeds in the deep of me of aspiration. It feels really wholesome. I feel really connected to my drawing practice, even though it hasn't happened outside of me. So come lie on the floor and let's begin. Come. Land. So there was definitely loads of light in the sky this morning when I got into the river. It's amazing. So beautiful. So landing on your spine. And if you're here with me live right now, then it's the full moon. We're the full moon right now. And just rock your knees from side to side. And as you rock your knees from one side to the other, just feel that. Get a sense of your belly, your hips, your spine. I love the way my feet rock. So just feel that. Feel your feet rock from side to side. The land, arrive, connect, and rock your knees. And then bring your arms wide and out to the sides so that you're really deeply feeling the backs of your arms on the floor, and then begin to move your top leg up into gliders. So you're really feeling the spiral of your pelvis and the stuckness of your shoulders on the floor. You're really gluing them back towards the floor. Nice. So we're going to start wrapping. Wrapping was a really cool movement we discovered during Empower. So draw your left knee over towards the right shoulder and then roll up onto the right shoulder and let your left knee travel up behind you. No, left hand travel up behind you. And then come back and then roll over onto your left side. Roll. Let your right hand come up behind you. I'm drawing my knee up into gliders, but you can keep your knees together if you wish. So wrap to the right. And then wrap to the left. I can feel that my neck muscles are working, which is very nice. But if you find that it's a bit too strong on your neck, then keep your head on the floor. You can actually roll the whole thing and keep your head on the floor as you do it. Okay, so the wrapping of the arm is the most important part, but just feel that. What are you doing with your neck? And so next time we're going to wrap even more. So keep your knees together for this one, and then try and bring your nose to the floor in front of you. Try to bring your shoulder to the opposite elbow and squeeze there. So my knees are together, my feet are together. I'm lying on my shoulder, my face is facing the floor, and my nose is touching the floor.
And I'm trying to bring that top shoulder down in the direction of the elbow that's on the floor. Take a deep breath. Let yourself settle. Nice. Come all the way back. Keep your knees together, your feet together. Wrap your arm behind you, bring your face to the floor, and then imagine that your top shoulder will come down to your elbow. Very nice. In a weird kind of squishy way. Right, come all the way back. Nice. So bring your hands together into Thunder Fist, another one we created. And then feet are flat, keep your feet flat, and then reach over towards the right with your arms and push your knuckles as far away from you as you can. Come back to center and then down towards the other side. And I have the sense of my arms being super far away from me. And so as I roll across the back of my body, there's something really taut, connected. I feel shoulder blade, spine, arm, and over. So just feel that. What happens when you do thunder fist towards the ceiling? Nice. And come all the way back to center. Cool. Feet together, knees apart. Pause there. Walk your spine long. So walk your shoulders away from your pelvis. Pause. Drop your arms overhead. Pause. As always, if one of your shoulders is not liking having your arms straight overhead, then bend your elbow so that you find the angle that suits your arm. Nice. Imagine that your thighs are like a book. Close the book over towards the right. So draw your left knee over towards the right side. Keep your arms overhead and try and squeeze the left knee as far down towards the right as you can. Now reach long through that left arm and then bend your elbow into swan. Reach your arm long and then bend your left elbow into swan. Nice. One more time. Long and reach your left elbow into swan. Swan is where your elbow is coming down in the direction of your rib cage and the direction of your hip. Nice. Reach your left arm long. Bring your thighs wide, your feet together, knees apart. And then close your right knee over towards the left. And as I squeeze, I feel it's different than our typical twists. I feel my deep iliacus in the deep of my belly. I feel the obliques at the side of my waist in a different way. I feel the intercostals in my rib cage in a different way. So bend your right elbow slowly, bring it down towards your rib cage, and then reach your right arm long. And so always with these movements, it's not about completing the movement. It's about creating your version of this movement. How does your right arm move to draw your elbow down and your arm lengthening? One more time. Elbow down and arm lengthening. Nice. Interlock your fingers into thunder fist. So your arms are long. And then just begin to rock your knees, and they're stuck together, your knees. Rock them from side to side. If for any reason thunder fist above your head is uncomfortable, then bend your elbows a little bit. Or find a way that your hands are interlocked and your arms are somewhere overhead. And just rock your knees from one side to the other, keeping your knees glued together, keeping your ankles glued together, keeping your toes together. Nice. Come back to center. Drop your knees wide, bring the soles of your feet together, and then flatten your lower back down and lift your feet in the air, keeping the soles of your feet together. And then drop your feet down so your baby toe edge of your floor touches the floor. Drop your knees. And then flatten your lower back down, lift your feet, and draw your feet up towards you. Drop your feet down, widen. So just feel that. As you lift, there's an engagement, there's a squeezing inwards. And when you land completely down, there's a dropping wide that happens. So to lift, I feel like the lower belly and my inner thighs really engage. And then when I land, I relax my lower belly and my inner thighs. So feel the pattern of engagement in your body as you lift your feet, as you drop your feet and widen. Lift your feet and then drop your feet and widen. If for any reason you feel like, oh, I want to bring my elbows or my arms long beside me, then do. If you're feeling like your arms don't like being overhead like this, change them now, okay? So lift your feet up off the floor. Your elbows can be beside you or your arms can be overhead. And now draw a circle with your knees, with your feet, with this whole shape in the air above you. So my soles, my feet are together, and I'm drawing a huge circle with this shape in the air above me. And so maybe you're doing thunder fist with your arms long above your head. Maybe you have your elbows on the floor. Notice what version of this suits you. Nice. Take your thunder fist and interlock it around your feet and pull your feet towards you. And pause. Nice. And then rock from side to side. Nice. So keep hold of the right foot and then lengthen the left leg long so it floats just above the floor. Change. Draw your left foot up. Hold on to both feet. And then right leg lengthens long, floats just above the floor. And even try and tap your calf to the floor. Come all the way back. Hold on to your right foot. Tap your left calf to the floor. Come back. Lengthen long. Right leg, calf taps the floor. Come back. Nice. Stretch your legs long. Roll into your ankles. Big circles. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Flex your feet. Draw your toes towards your face. Point your toes. Flex your feet. Point your toes. Flex your feet. Point your toes. Nice. Roll over and come into your cat pose. All the way over. Round your back. Arch your back. Round your back. Arch your back. Round your back. Arch your back. My coordination. Squeeze on the right. Squeeze on the left. Squeeze on the right. Squeeze on the left. Nice. Rising up tall. And then bring your right foot out to the side. Okay, so my right foot is directly out to the side. The sole of my foot is really trying to come to the floor. So I'm pulling the baby toe side of my foot closer to the floor. So I feel there's really deep length through the outside of my ankle. From here, let's try thunder fist. I was going to say thunder fist. So lean over towards the right side. And as you do so, squeeze your bum, push your hips forward. Nice. And then slowly, because this is weighted, this is a loaded position, lean over towards the left. Come back. Lean towards the right. And you're not like, I didn't have to tell you to engage your core here, like you're doing it. So find the distance. So there's a balance here between balance, strength, range of motion, spinal wellness, superpowers, emotional well-being, so many different things. So it's really interesting. My body is learning how to lengthen down towards the left. One more time. Wow, that's so cool. Bring both knees down. Bring your left foot out to the side. Interlock your fingers, reaching up into thunder fist. And then over towards the left. So I'm squeezing my bum as I do this, and then over towards the right. Like, how do you counterweight this movement? Over towards the left, over towards the right. Such interesting and wonderful sensations in my belly. And again, I feel like I'm learning how to connect as I travel to the right side. There's something about learning the movement in my body that's allowing me to connect in a very dynamic way into the outside of my left leg, into the deep inner thigh, into the foot. Nice. Bring both hands down and then just rest into your child's pose all the way down. So bring both hands over towards the right side and then bring your bum to the floor on the right. And then bring your elbows down. It's a bit of a higgy. And then try and bring your nose down to the right knee. So I'm really squeezing the right leg. So it's like a mini version of pigeon. Okay. But if your knees are sore, then don't do this one. Okay. Do something else. Find something beautifully awesome that you could do. Nice. Come back up. Drop your bum down towards the left side and try and bring your nose to your knee. This is very squishy on the knees. I'm sorry. Come back to center. Oh, not so easy. Bring your knees a little bit wider and come into zigzag. So now your two knees are bent and my left, so didn't specify. So my feet are towards the right and my knees are towards the left. And my left foot is resting on the inner thigh of my right leg. Okay. Sit up really tall and sweep your left arm across into elephant. Nice. And then sweep your left hand down to the floor, bring your elbow down and long into the right arm and then spiral towards the ceiling. Nice. Sweep towards the right, left arm elephant, and then elbow on the left down, across, and then spiral with the right side. So left arm is elephant, and right arm is like a mermaid spiraling elephant. She's a bit complicated. A mermaid spiraling elephant. Trying to imagine like what she would look like. Oh dear. Last one. Pause in your elephant on the left. Look up towards the ceiling, lengthen. So I'm looking up beside my left elbow. And I'm reaching really deeply from the full of my belly up through my rib cage into my fingertips. Nice. Coming down, change the zigzag to the other side. So now my two knees are pointing towards the right and my feet are towards the left. Sweep your right arm up into elephant. And then right elbow down, left arm, elephant, and then spiral so that you're looking with your chest and your head towards the ceiling. Right arm, elephant. Left arm, mermaid, spiraling elephant. Spiraling elephant, mermaid. Elephant, mermaid. One last time, and then pause with your right. So I'm actually pushing my left hand down. It feels really nice to have that scaffolding. And then I'm spiraling upwards, looking upwards through the right elbow as my right arm lengthens. And I feel the deep of my belly engaging, my ribs opening. Very nice. And down. Nice. Stretch your legs out long, roll into your ankles. Bend your knees a few times, just kind of bring them to normal. And then come sit in whatever position you do. You can sit on the floor, you can sit on a chair, you can sit whatever you want. And we're going to do the offering, just because there's a lot of joy today. So bring your palms together and reach forward. Bring your thumb and your fingers together and then pull wide. And as you pull wide, I feel like I'm pulling the threads of my heart open. Spiral your hands, backs of your hands come together, and then scoop from the deep of your heart and offer forward. I feel you hold your heart in your hands. Thumb and forefinger touch. Go down, pulling the threads of your belly wide. Backs of your hands come together. Scoop towards your belly and offer from the deep of you, the deep knowing. Thumb and forefinger, pull wide the threads of your heart. Back of your hands come together, scoop towards your heart and offer forth. Down. Back of your hands together, scoop towards your belly and creativity. Wide. Back of your hands together, heart. The offering forth to be seen. Wide. Back of your hands. And really offering forth all that you are. So continue wide and feel the sense of what this, you can do whatever version of this you like. Some of you have been doing this for years with me. How do you, sometimes I find if I do this by myself, I'll start pulling from the deep of my pelvis forward. I'll pull from my chest and ribs forward. I'll pull from my throat and my expression forward. And just feel, what along your midline is seeking expression and witnessing right now. One more time. I'm going to go from the heart forward and just pause as we rest here in community. There's around 250 of us here today, here who watch this video. So let's just all sit together in community and connection. And then receive from this community, from this tribe. Gather, pull towards you, and bring your palms together and pause. How beautiful. So come lie on the floor. Just lie down on the floor. Lie on your back to begin if you wish. Just pause there. I'm going to stay upright.
Or you can stay upright if you wish. You can stay seated. And then either roll over onto your side. If you're sitting up, then just bring your hands to your heart and just set an intention, a spring intention. It's the long game we're looking at. So if I want tomatoes, Joseph planted the tomatoes in the kitchen window maybe 2 weeks ago, but we won't get tomatoes until next September. So it's the long game that we play with tomatoes, and we tend and we cultivate and we go, there will be tomatoes, but like months later, like so long. So, same thing with everything. Plant your seeds, tend your seeds, have compassion, have kindness, have a sense of, yeah, really protecting those deep seeds of you. And in time, the long game, things emerge and we harvest the seeds we plant. So, what intention for spring would you set? What would you aspire to for this cycle of the solar cycle and the full moon? Nice. Have a fantastic day. Enjoy the full moon wherever you are. Um, do beautiful things that just resonate with you. Nice. Have a great day. Be awesome. Be epic. Be you.